Hey folks, welcome to Inside the Wild Side. We got a good show for you today. We're going to go up to the Tennessee River and do some crappie fishing with some old boys. And then we're going to ease up to Crofton, Kentucky, to where my cousin Dwayne Holmes has his deer farm up there. And kind of just see what it takes to run, operate a deer farm, and a little bit about it. It's pretty interesting. But we're trying to get speaking of deer, we're trying to get everything, all of our stands tightened up. New clamps, new straps, things that we need, because folks, it won't be long. We're going to be out there busting something. So anyway, stay tuned. Inside the Wild Side. I'll be right back.
River Oak is a timber and wildlife management consulting company. We manage thousands of acres of timber and wildlife resources on our clients' properties to maximize income through growth and enhancing recreation potential. We have trained foresters and wildlife professionals on staff with a combined 100+ years experience. Timber is more than just trees. It's an agricultural commodity. It's just on a longer timeline of management than traditional crops. Nevertheless, it still needs to be managed properly for health and growth potential, which includes intermittent harvests. As foresters, we can evaluate your property and make recommendations to achieve your goals and objectives, whether it is strictly for timber profits or enhancing the wildlife habitat, or both. We're hunters ourselves, so we take a more personal approach to making recommendations on our clients' properties to improve the wildlife habitat. Timber is usually either number 1 or 2 on the list for private timberland owners' asset value. So how can you sell something when you don't know what you got? We help landowners make informed decisions about their timber and properties, because decisions made today not only affect you but your children and grandchildren. Call us today and start building your own land legacy to pass down to future generations of hunters and outdoorsmen.
Down here at Parish Landing on Kentucky Lake. Gonna go try to catch a few crappie. Probably gonna be in about 20 foot of water, and we shouldn't have any problem. We're gonna
Start out with the hair jigs.
Yep.
See how they do on them. Man, switch up, do some curly tails on them, tip them with minnows. Just see what they like today.
Hair jigs do pretty good up here, but not many people use them down here. They look at us funny in this boat because we're side pulling. There's only about 3 of us that do that. But it'll be a pretty day. Hopefully the weather will stay out of here and the wind will stay about like it is now. I'll go out here and catch some bass.
R&J Feed and Farm Supply, 1030 South Highland in Jackson, has everything for your four-legged hunting companion: dog boxes, kennels, health products, feeders, collars, aisles and aisles of pet food. They also stock trail cams, deer attractants, seed for your food plots, and if you have need for work or hunting boots, they've got you covered. 731-427-3531. Go by and tell Ginger and the gang there at R&J Feed thanks for sponsoring Inside the Wild Side.
Hi, I'm Russell Gwatney for Gwatney Mazda of Germantown and Gwatney Mazda of Jackson. We're a proud sponsor this year of Inside the Wild Side. What a magnificent thing to be a part of watching God's majesty in the outdoors. We just ask that you come by and see us at Gwatney Mazda of Germantown, 7300 Winchester at 531 Van Drive in Jackson, if you're interested in a new Mazda. We have used cars as well, so we look forward to seeing you, and we hope you enjoy God's outdoors.
A little deep throat right here to get back over to here he is. To get to a contour line, run around the end of this hump. That's a pretty good one there. Oh yeah. We'll see if I can get two out of that minnow. That's a good minnow there. He's a pretty one. Smell to me. We'll get him off the top, boys. You sure called that one. Ooh, hammerhead there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That turnip fish right there.
Yeah, that's one you want for that tournament.
I want 7 of them just like it. Yeah, I get it. What I'm talking
That's
about.
one we seen his picture on that radar.
That's him right there, Dad. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Put a Jimmy Houston on him. I like it when I can call him like that. I got to doing that down there at Pickwick one time. They said, "How are you doing that?" I said, "Just good timing."
The first time I went with you down there, he said, "Get ready." And
there's some humps down there, and that's where you catch 90% of your fish when you go across that little hump.
Yeah.
You don't tell everything you know. There he is. You liking that black? Get another hog head here.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna turn back on for us.
There. That's 2 off it. Oh, don't leave him up so far, you break up rod. Oh, hang on. That's a black crappie. That's what we're going to catch mostly back in here. Yes, here. Good, here, boy.
There we go.
Good deal. Oh, red jig. White crappie. There's my minnow in there.
You gonna save him?
See that thunder? Thunder's what that made him jump on. It scared him.
Yeah, fired him up.
Heck yeah.
Carver up there in the sleep now.
Huh? Look here, folks. This is a pad made by frog dogs called a chili pad. On these hot days when you're out here on the lake, you keep one in the cooler and you keep one around your neck. And whoo, that thing is cold, man. It'll keep you cool on these hot days. Keep your neck cool and get your body temp down a little bit. And everybody needs 2 of them.
Before you raise it up, just
you can fish for them all that on that. It already got their those reservoirs. They got a major river run through it. They got a real strong thermocline in it. You can catch them on the thermocline.
We appreciate y'all watching Inside the Wow Side today, and before we go, I want to introduce y'all to Eric Mitchell and Ricky Caldwell, and get Eric to tell us a little bit about how we was fishing today.
Hey folks, we were doing some side pulling today, and side pulling is where you're backing a boat up sideways and you're fishing out of the left hand side of it. As far as I know, that was started at Pickwick Lake by Roger and Bill Gant years ago, and it's a real effective way to crappie fish. And what we do, we pull 2 1/4-ounce jigs, and we were fishing break lines today, and they were about 16 foot deep, and we had about 22 or 3 pulls out. We had to deal with about 3 different storms that rolled through, and so they bit pretty good before the first one, and then they slowed down a little bit, and then the winds just got so bad we called it off. But we got a good mess of fish, and hope y'all enjoy it. And you need to come try it with us sometime. Thank you.
Eric, that one time when the lightning came through, we had to run to the marina. I just can't stand being on the water when that lightning like that, popping down like that. And we could see that rain coming and that wind started picking up. It's time to go somewhere, boy.
Yeah, you don't want to stay out there with lightning on the water because you're the tallest thing out there.
But it was fun. The fish were biting good right before the storm, it seemed like, and they kind of slacked off a little bit right after. But we got to get back to work here in a little bit. Didn't have all day to stay out there, but yeah, we had a real big time.
Even had a good time.
Even got Lee out there, and he got
do it again,
him
ain't you?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go back.
We'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate y'all watching. See you next time.
Hi, this is Kevin Lewis, owner of Pro Image Tint and Graphics. Please stop in our showroom located in Medina, Tennessee, across from the Bank of Milan to see what we can print or digitize for you. Whether it's shirts, signs, banners, wraps, or printed apparel, we can meet your needs. We also print school booster logos and business logos of any size. So for all of your printed and promotional needs, give us a call at 731-783-WRAP or visit our website at proimagewraps.com.
All right, folks, that was an interesting concept, kind of pulling from the side like that. That's unique. First time I'd seen it, but I don't know a lot about crappie fishing neither. But I enjoy eating them, that's for sure. But anyway, folks, I want to thank old Ricky and Eric, and especially Lee Carver, our cameraman, for bringing that to us. But right now, we're fixing to go up to Crofton, Kentucky, where my cousin Dwayne Bubba Holmes is. And now he's national turkey calling champion years ago, and that ain't all he's a champion at. He's a champion at growing some real nice deer. So anyway, let's go see what old Bubba's got in store for us. Bubba, how many deer you got?
Started 2 years ago with 5 does and a buck. Right now I got 20. It don't take long.
What do you feed?
We got a feed we get from a meal that we get blended up and mix it with a little bit of calf manna and sunflowers, raw peanuts. Anything with a lot of protein. And I'm not worried about people say, oh, said you make all these wild deer sick and they die. These deer here is took care of. They've all had shots. Blue tongue, GHD, tuberculosis, and tuberculosis. Tuberculosis was, you probably remember it, Aubrey. They used to call it bangs. Getting cats. And they all DNA registered. And it's just a lot of fun fooling with them.
How many fawns you have this year?
Had 9 this year. 7 little bucks and 2 does. Which the last 2 years it's been more bucks than it has does. And that's good in one way and bad in another. But that little doe right there, she was born last year and she had her first one this year. She wasn't but 6 months old.
It's a good way to raise healthy deer, ain't it?
It is. It really is. Lot of enjoyment. You know, and you come out here in the evening, they don't care if your light bill went up $30 from last month, or if the bank charged you $35 for that check it bounced. They still love you.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you.
Yeah.
You know,
It's amazing. You're doing a good job too.
Yes, it's stress relieving, but you know, you have to love them, but you can't be in love with them.
Right.
Because it's, you know, nature. Things are going to happen. And they don't live forever. But they'll live longer here than in the wild. You know, some of these will make it to at least 10 to 12, about the oldest they'll get. But all they got to do is walk around and eat.
It's amazing. You know, it's amazing that them deer, like last year, the smaller ones out here were button bucks.
Yeah.
That's what amazes me. And now they're sitting here with racks.
I know it.
Not little 4 points neither.
They look good.
I know it. It's unbelievable.
It is. It's amazing. And how fast that those antlers grow. Of course, I look at them every day, and I can still tell the difference in a couple of days' time. And they'll really pour it on this July when they really grow. But in our pasture, we got clover and ryegrass, orchard grass, and alfalfa.
Hello, I'm Edgar Pierce, pastor of East Union Baptist. Come join us as we search God's Word for the answers to life and eternity and pursue a relationship with God.
They ain't got no ticks on them, no fleas or nothing. They took care of it.
Well, you got a nice, good operation going here.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
It's very pleasurable. Enjoy it.
when you go deer hunting this year and you come back and you ain't done got nothing, and then you look out here and see these standing there.
Yeah.
You go, ooh.
What's happening?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can go by one of these. They'll surprise you. Since we got these deer here, this more deer stay here at the house now. Right around here.
Especially during the rut, probably.
Yeah, I saw 3 different bucks come up last year right here. And it was 2 does. Had little ones over in that thicket this year. One of them had twins, the other one had one. I've seen them running around out there.
And there's the button bucks from last year, right there.
They all finally come down close enough.
Button bucks now. And they all got racks on their heads like crazy. It's amazing. Like you said, Bubba, you didn't know till you tried, did you?
That's right, that's right.
That's right.
And I'm surprised, Tennessee's got 5 farms. It's all down there that people raise whitetail. And most of those are up in, I guess what you call East Tennessee.
You'd think it'd be more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's an alternative livestock program. And it's the state's pretty strict on regulations and stuff, which they need to be. You know, we don't bring the sick deer in with chronic wasting disease, especially because it's, you know, they ain't got a cure for that yet.
Right.
But we hadn't had any of it confirmed in Kentucky. In any state that has had an outbreak of it, you can't bring deer in from that state.
Well, it's just put in place to keep them all healthy and
Yeah,
herd,
it
right?
is. No, because last thing anybody wants would be to contaminate it whole herd and wipe them out.
It's amazing that deer was a button buck. That's amazing.
I know it. This spring, you know, they had them little knots on their head, and all at once them knots started growing. Yeah, they say all was 3 things: age, genetics, and nutrition. Well, you can do something about the genetics, and you can do something about them in the wild. You can't hardly do nothing about it. But in these pen raised deer, you can. You know, you can go with width. That's like a couple of those little bucks. The daddy was over 300, and the mama come out of 300-inch stuff too. So, I mean, they just about have to grow.
Right. Right. They got that. Take a 300-inch deer, bred both ways. Something gotta happen, ain't it?
Something gonna happen.
Right.
They look and they see another deer somewhere down there in that bean field or something. Y'all seen?
Everybody in silos.
Is it? I knew they seen one. Ain't that amazing? Now, how'd that deer know that was down there?
It's amazing. A wild deer down there by the silo.
Down there? Deer burning the hole. You tell me they didn't make some kind of noise. They didn't look down there and see it, did they?
No, That's amazing, ain't it? That's an instinct that we don't know nothing about.
But I've heard them make about every kind of noise that you ever
dreamed about.
Dreamed of. From a fawn bleat to the snort wheeze or whatever they call it. And some of these calls they got are pretty doggone close. I promise you that.
It makes you wonder, you know, years ago when we'd get by a call, you know, and you go out there in the woods and you used it, you wonder if it's doing any good, you know,
But I guess listening to these deer, it wasn't too bad, was it?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. What's the matter, boy?
He's still looking at that deer and nothing over. All right, brother. Thank you, Bob.
Well, you're welcome. What's the matter, boy?
Well, all right, folks, we appreciate y'all joining us today, man. We've had a great time, you know, out there on the water, busting up on some fish, you know. Hey, if you know anything or if you've had some experience with that side pulling, give me an opportunity to hear what you got to say at InsideTheWildSide@gmail.com or go to our website at InsideTheWildSide.com. See what's going on. Hey, we've really had a good time. We appreciate everybody that participated today. Got this old deer stand, checked it out, looks like it's ready to go. Can't wait to bust me something out of it, especially bow season. It's coming on up. Folks, we appreciate you joining us today, man. We've had a good time. Hey, visit our sponsors. Give them the opportunity to help you out with the items and the products that they've got. Hey, we'll see you next week on Inside the Wild Side.